hope that you are all well and that you are having an amazing summer. Thanks so much for joining me here today, where we are going to get creative. For our project, we're going to use recycled paper. If you remember back in March, we did a paper folding technique and we made a coaster and a bowl. Today, we are going to use a similar technique, paper rolling, for our creations. And what I like most about the paper rolling technique is that you can make just about anything you can think of. So recently we did a paper rolling event at the library and it was so much fun, and the projects that were made were so creative and amazing that I thought it would be good for us to do that here today. So what will you need for this project? Let's see. Paper, any kind. You know that I like using magazine pages, so that's what I'm using today. You can use newspaper, wrapping paper, printer paper, art paper, any kind of paper you have. Whatever you have, whatever you like, perfect. A pencil or bamboo skewer or something shaped like that that you can use to roll your paper. Scissors. Glue, I think glue sticks work much better, but the hot glue gun is what I have right now. Actually, I just found a glue stick, so I'm going to use a glue stick for most of it. I will use the hot glue gun for part of it. So, if you'd like, you can also use something for a form. So one of the things I'm going to make is a vase, so I'm going to use this cup as a form. String or twine or yarn, transparent tape. So let's get started. To make our project, we're going to use our paper, roll it around the pencil, and then glue it so that it forms a paper cylinder. So what I do is go through the paper and lay the paper the side that I want on the outside, side up, so I know where it is. And so you just wrap it around the pencil, and I'll turn it sideways so you can see what I'm doing. So wrap it around the pencil and roll. And it was pointed out to me today that it actually works better if you put the pencil all the way so it's just barely in that paper, and then you can keep pulling it out as you roll it. So just roll, roll. See, it's starting to get covered in there, so just pull it out more and then keep rolling. When you get almost to the edge, this is where you're going to use your glue and glue that down. So if it does not stick, you can put a piece of tape on there temporarily to hold it, and then you pull it out. And the amount of paper you'll need to roll is going to depend on what the project is that you're doing. So I am going to make a couple of things. So we're going to set that one aside. We can make more. I'm doing two projects today, a vase and a necklace. So I'm going to need quite a lot of the paper rolls, and here we are. So after you've made a number of rolls, it's time to get creative. So I'm going to use my rolls in two different ways. And my first project is a vase. And for the vase, I am going to use this cup to make the base of the vase so that I have something to build upon. So I'm going to take a few of my paper rolls, and this is how we're going to assemble the base for the vase. So first I'm going to leave this edge circular, but I'm going to roll the pencil over the rest of it. So since this end is smaller than this end, I'm just going to get that ready, tuck it inside there, and start rolling. So here the skewer comes in kind of handy because because if I rolled it, I can get started rolling around the skewer, and that'll just kind of help me form this as I'm going. So I am just rolling it around, attach it right back on. It still has the glue on there, and I'm going to keep going. Now you can probably guess what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to keep making this roll, keep adding paper rolls to this until it's the same size as the base of that cup. I have my base, it's just like that. I put a piece of tape on there to hold it. And apparently I never glued it. So let's add the glue, and we can set it on. So you could do your vase two ways. You could keep building using the same coiling technique, or another option is to just glue them on the side. And I think that is what I am going to do. So I'm going to leave my strips in the cylinder shape and just glue them on there. So for this part, I'm going to actually use the glue gun because I think that that will make it just the tiniest bit easier. So I'm going to actually slip a rubber band around there, and then that will hold my pieces in place as they are drying. So we're just going to keep going. We're going to cut another one in half. I'm going to start with all the green and just cut them. And this one is kind of a striped green, so I'm going to cut that one as well. Adding more glue. So let's add some more. So I am going to continue to glue pieces on, cut them to size, glue them on, and there we are. Voila, my vase. Basically, what I'm doing is using the same technique I used to create the bottom of the vase, and so I made these 3 coils. I'm going to glue them together like that. So that's going to go there. That one's going to go there. So what I've done here is I've glued the 3 of those together. And as I made them, there are gaps between the coils in there. I'm going to feed the string between those gaps. Bigger gap right there, so I'm just going to send that through. Tie those off. And I can just use that string to tie on the necklace. So I've tied on the necklace, so there's one project complete. I've got the base that I can use as a base or a pencil cup or whatever, so there's another project complete, all with the paper rolling. There are so many things that you can do with paper rolling. You can use it to make shapes. You could make a hyperbolic paraboloid with it. You could make geodesic dome. I will link those videos below in case you want to go back, watch those, and create those with your paper rolls. And I hope you enjoyed this activity. Give it a try. You can make whatever you can think of, basically. I'll be back again. Until then, I hope that you continue to explore your world and use your creativity to improve it. And thank you.